I'm Norma Jean with Realty Executives in Action. Do you have any real estate plans for 2014? Why not put your plans in the hands of an executive? It costs no more to have the very best. Put our experience to work for you.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by RV Superstore. We do what other dealers won't. Provide a 3-month warranty on all used travel trailers and motorhomes, 2000 and newer. Call 775-727-7600 today. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, a courthouse press conference is held. The Chamber of Commerce welcomes new businesses, and the Wild West Extravaganza and Bluegrass Festival begins tomorrow. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, May 1st, 2014. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Well, the attorney for the Nye County Law Enforcement Association held a press conference to give their version of the assistant sheriff and NCSO volunteer arrest over alleged stolen property. In this clip, we will be showing the arrest video in which they say Rick Marshall resisted arrest. Also, we are showing you the video of the alleged theft of the Nobody But Rick signs. You can see in the video the assistant sheriff picked up a sign and threw it behind his sign. Marshall has admitted that, in fact, he did take the sign down. He said he was told to by the property owners. Both of the videos are courtesy of Stephen Lee, who filed the complaint for the stolen signs.
Today, a press conference was held here in front of the Nye County Courthouse concerning the arrest of Assistant Sheriff Rick Marshall and volunteer Ben Gully. Adam Levine, who is the representative for the Nye County Law Enforcement Association, spoke on behalf of Detective David Barukowitz.
So I wanted to address some of the issues. One of the things we have done is release civilian video from the victim, Stephen Lee. You can all review it yourself. But if you take a look at that video at approximately the 3-minute mark, it does appear to show the assistant sheriff, contrary to the claims that he found signs in the road, it does appear to show him deliberately removing the signs and actually crouching down and looking each way before he does it. I'll let you review the video and draw your own conclusions. But there have been a number of statements relating to the circumstances of the stop and the manner in which the deputies conducted themselves, which have called into question their professionalism, and we want to dispel those questions right here and right now. You will see on one of the other videos that, contrary to some of the claims that have been made, that the occupants of the vehicle were in fear for their life or thought they were going to be shot. You'll see Mr. Gully relaxing, almost lounging against the back of the pickup truck, talking to the deputies. You'll also see a very relaxed atmosphere while the deputies were questioning Mr. Gully and the assistant sheriff before making their determination that they did in fact have probable cause to effect the arrest.
The Sheriff's Department makes it seem that Detective Berkowitz went overboard. What is your reaction to that?
Well, I think the sheriff has actually taken a very measured approach, a sort of a wait-and-see approach, and he's going to let the district attorney and very possibly the Attorney General's office at the discretion of the district attorney conduct the full investigation into that.
Could you, in a sense, narrate for us what you've seen in the video regarding the arrest from the civilian? What does it show?
Well, it basically shows is there's actually 3 videos, I believe, on the disc that's handed out. The first one shows the actual crime being committed. The second is, and again, you have to understand, this is civilian video. The department does have dash cam video, which is not under our control. We would like released, and that's within the discretion of the sheriff and the department, and the district attorney or whoever else makes those decisions. But the civilian video shows them questioning the assistant sheriff and Mr. Gully, and clearly, things might have gone differently if they had acknowledged the fact that they had stolen the signs. Maybe they would have gotten a citation. They do not appear to have been honest with the deputies on the scene, and, quite frankly, didn't tell the truth.
They appear to be resisting, right?
As you may know, Sheriff Tony DeMeo held a press conference yesterday to give his views of the Assistant Sheriff Rick Marshall's arrest and volunteer Bengali. He did give some concerns talking about the 6 units that responded to what he is calling a felony stop. That means guns drawn. Adam Levine, the attorney here, said it was in fact not a felony stop, and if we were able to view that dash cam video, we would be able to see Rick Marshall resisting arrest and that guns were drawn. We won't be able to make that determination until Sheriff releases that video to us, as well as video that he's talking about where Detective Brookwitz is supposedly meeting Stephen Lee at a local market prior to this arrest. As far as the district attorney is concerned, he's sending this case to the Attorney General's office. The Nye County Sheriff said that they're going to be asking for an independent investigation as to the conduct that occurred here as to the arrest. As far as Sheriff Tony DeMeo is concerned, he said that he made a quick determination that there was no misconduct as far as the arrest was concerned. We'll keep you posted. This is Deanne O'Donnell in front of the Nye County Courthouse for News 46.
And to view the entire press conference and see both Stephen Lee's videos, go to KPVM's YouTube page. Sheriff Tony DeMeo stated to News 46 today that he checked to verify if a sergeant was on duty when this arrest was made of Assistant Sheriff Rick Marshall. He said that, in fact, no sergeant was on duty at the time of the arrest. He added that his comment stands, that the detective acted on his own. The Law Enforcement Association attorney said that the detective had no time to call for a sergeant. Well, a ribbon cutting was held at Dr. Erica Smith's office called I Smile Forever.
All right, I want to thank everybody for coming out to today's ribbon cutting of our newest member, I Smile Forever Dentistry. I think this is the first time we've ever had the tooth fairy at our ribbon cutting. So at this time, I'm going to have Dr. Erica Smith cut the ribbon, and I'd like you all to welcome her into the Chamber of Commerce. Go ahead, Dr. Smith. Yeah!
The name change is so exciting. It's I Smile Forever. And it's just the way that we're looking at expanding and doing bigger and better things for this community. And we also have some great things going on. I'm going to be starting Botox next week. So that's one of the things I want to tell some of my ladies out there. You will be able to get Botox here at I Smile Forever, as well as I Smile Perks, which is our rewards program, where if you're telling people about us, we're going to show our appreciation for you. And we have some great gifts that go along with that. So just very exciting stuff. We have in-house financing available for our patients, and there is no credit check with that. So a lot of people, if you're worried about your credit, there's no worries here. As long as you have a checking account, we absolutely take cash, we take Medicaid, we take most insurances. So there's no problem being seen here and me being able to take care of you. See, we're located at 1430 East Calvada Boulevard. We're in Suite 300. Our number is 775-629-4000. Call me.
Well, the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce welcomed a new business into town. Smitty's Coins and Cards, located on Polster Road, cut a ribbon today.
All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to today's ribbon cutting of our newest member, Smitty's Cards and Coins West. I'm here with Terry Smith, the owner. Super excited to have him part of the chamber and part of our environment here, our community. So at this time, Terry, will you cut the ribbon?
It's just a regular collector shop for coins, currency, and vintage sports cards. And I just want to offer people a fair price if they want to sell, or a fair price if they want to buy. I'm from back east, and we just wanted to come someplace where it was hot and dry, and this is it.
Has this been kind of a passion for you?
Yeah, the funny thing is I work my hobby. This is my hobby, and yet I get paid to do it, so it really makes it nice.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. So this is your ribbon cutting today, and do you want to say anything else to Pahrump?
thanks for welcoming me here. Everybody's been really nice. It's a great place. So many friendly people. I've had, so much help in getting stuff done. It's just a great place.
And coming up, we'll have information on the upcoming Wild West extravaganza.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Albertsons. You're in for something fresh.
Welcome back to News 46. The annual Wild West extravaganza has grown. They have joined the Bluegrass Festival, which begins tomorrow. Here's Carlton McCaslin with more.
Well, the Wild West extravaganza is coming up this weekend, and also the old-fashioned melodrama. Now, I'm part of the melodrama. The melodrama is called Rowdy Joe and the Lost Prospector's Mine, or Baby, It's Gold Outside. Now, that'll be opening up on Friday night. Doors opens at 6, shows at 7. It's $10 for the show that night. Now, Saturday night, it's going to be a dinner theater. We're going to have a deep pit beef barbecue. So the barbecue is $10, the show is $10. So for $20, you get dinner and a show. And there's only 80 tickets for that night. So if you plan on going, and I'd say that'll be probably the best show, get your tickets early. They're available at the library. They're also available by calling me at 727-6145. Then Sunday, we'll repeat the show again. Once again, show only. That'll be a matinee, the type of show. We cut the price so you can bring the kids. That's only $5 for that show. But there's a lot of other things going on besides the show that weekend. There's going to be a junior rodeo in the arena. There's going to be the mounted shooters. There's going to be an outhouse race. You're going to have the Western town. You're going to have gunfights all the time. Be careful what you say to who. You never know, somebody going to take offense at it. But it's just going to be a real good old weekend chance to step back in the West and enjoy yourself.
And so for more information, what's the number again?
More information, call 727-6145. That's my own home phone number.
Well, that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Well, if you're a cancer survivor, a special dinner will be held in your honor during this year's Relay for Life.
Hello, cancer survivors. This is Kathy Bukovich. I'm your American Cancer Society Relay for Life Survivorship Chair. It's that time of year to re-register for our Relay for Life walk. It's on May 16th and 17th, just around the corner. It starts at 6 p.m. on the Friday and ends at 12 noon on Saturday. We need you to register as soon as possible. We have a survivor dinner for you, and we have the survivor lap. And also, I'm asking for 1 hour of your time, only 1 hour of your time, to come and help out at the survivorship booth. You don't have to walk. You just bring a chair and come and join us and have a lot of fun. You want to bring a little goodies to share? Bring goodies to share.
We'll stay here because we'll have your news across Nevada with Deanna O'Donnell after these messages.
Perup, are you getting tired of being capped on your internet? Well, not anymore. WaveDirect has no data caps, and with great local customer service, why go anywhere else? 30-day trials are available. Call 775-253-3887.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back. Now let's join Deanna O'Donnell with your news across Nevada.
Nevada casinos won $982 million from gamblers in March, an increase of 7.6% from the same month a year ago. Gambling revenue on the Las Vegas Strip totaled nearly $561 million, up nearly 11%. Casinos in downtown Las Vegas took in $51.2 million, posting a 12% jump. The casino win was mostly down in northern Nevada, with South Lake Tahoe being the exception. Clubs on the scenic lake report nearly $15 million in gambling revenue in March, a 32% increase over the same month in 2013. Gambling revenue in Reno and Washoe County fell nearly 11%. Taxes collected on the statewide revenue amounted to $84 million, up 7.4%. A new report shows the nation's public school students reached a milestone 80% graduation rate, but it also ranked Nevada at the bottom of the barrel. A Building a Grad Nation report listed Nevada's 63% graduation rate last on the list, behind Alaska, Georgia, New Mexico, and Oregon. It was based on U.S. Department of Education statistics from the 2011-2012 school year and used a uniform formula across all states. Northern Nevada Sheriff's deputies are investigating the suspected murder of a highly decorated Vietnam veteran whose remains were found in a septic tank in Virginia City nearly 34 years after he disappeared. Investigators have traced the serial number on the medallion with the skeletal remains to identify George Benson Webster. The Sun Valley mechanic was 32 when his mother reported him missing in 1980. Webster apparently died from a blow to the head. Detectives are trying to find anyone who knew him or another Sun Valley man of interest who also is dead, Calvin Cowboy Green. Republican Senator Dean Heller says Cliven Bundy should pay the Bureau of Land Management more than $1 million in grazing fees the agency says he owes. Bundy, who is a Nevada rancher, says he doesn't recognize federal authority over lands around his property where his cattle have long grazed. The BLM claims the cattle are trespassing on fragile habitat set aside for the endangered desert tortoise, and that Bundy owes $1.1 million in fees and penalties since 1993. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Thank you, Deanna. Now, Valley Electric Association held their annual meeting on Saturday at the Pahrump Valley High School.
Had another very successful annual meeting, had great turnout, and that's a representation of the activeness and the involvement and the dedication of our members to their company. So extremely pleased with today's event. Yesterday we had the groundbreaking ceremony for our campus expansion. That's an expansion that's going to be in 4 phases, and we're excited that has already begun. That expansion is going to allow us many, many benefits for years to come for our members.
Let's talk a little bit about your guest speaker.
Okay, our guest speaker was retired Colonel David Belote. He is a retired colonel that formerly was in charge of Nellis and Creech Air Force Base.
And you also gave some hints that you might be heading towards Nellis, making some contracts with them.
Several years ago, in fact, in 1997, the U.S. government proclaimed that they were going to privatize the utility assets on U.S. military installations, not only electric, but water, gas, sewer, etc. And as they have methodically went down that list of privatization, Nellis is next on the list. And so if that list continues to move forward, then Valley Electric will evaluate and probably participate in that bidding process.
Let's talk about some of the achievements over this past year. And one of the ones that your members must be really excited about was the stability of the rates.
You know, rate stability is obviously always a huge concern for a consumer. Nobody likes to see costs go up, and so the strategic initiatives that Valley Electric has been able to achieve have allowed us to maintain rate stability and forecasting for almost a decade. And as we continue to move forward, we'll continue to look at advancing that time frame.
You were talking about PV. What is PV?
Photovoltaic. We have one of the most successful solar water heating programs in the United States, and we're looking at taking that model and applying that to PV photovoltaic panels also, so people can put them in the solar farms or solar gardens or in their backyard or roofs, depending on the study results, so that we can offer that to our members.
And also fiber optics.
Fiber optics are coming also through the advancement of our capabilities. We have a vast communications infrastructure, and with that is fiber optics, and through some very strategic partnerships, that fiber will be increased here in a short amount of time, and we'll have advanced communications in Pahrump.
Solar and geothermal?
Solar, geothermal capabilities are something that we're also actively involved with, so we just have a number of things we're looking at, whether it be expanding our infrastructure, taking advantage and promoting renewable energy to PV to fiber optics. It's an exciting time to be associated with Valley Electric.
And here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Thursday, May 1st. I'm Angela Miles. The economy failed to pick up steam in the first quarter. The advanced look at the first quarter GDP shows meager growth at just 0.1%. Wicked winter weather is blamed for the slowdown. Economists predict growth will pick up in the second quarter. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are not sturdy enough to withstand another severe downturn in the economy. A stress test reveals the firms would need another $190 billion bailout from the government if the economy collapses collapses. However, both are turning a profit now and were able to return $203 billion from the 2008 bailout. And McDonald's is raising the bar on social responsibility. Among changes happening under the Golden Arches, more recycling, fruits, veggies, and whole grains, along with less sodium, sugar, and saturated fat. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
And coming up after the break, we're going to have your weather with Noah Began, so keep it here.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Thursday, May 1st. Today we had nice sunny skies with a high of 85 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 84 degrees. Winds were coming from the north-northeast today at 6 miles per hour with gusts up to 15 miles per hour. The UV index today was 9, which is very high. Humidity was at 13%. Sunrise is at 5:51 this morning. And the record high in 1947 was 102 degrees. It's some considerable heat out there. Aren't we glad it's not 1947? Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 60 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year being 61 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour. So some nice calm winds out there. Humidity will be at 19%. Sunset will be at 7:32 p.m. And the record low in 1967 was 41 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 92 degrees and a low of 64 degrees. Winds will be coming from the southwest at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 18%. Sunrise will be at 5:50 a.m. And the UV index will be 9, which is very high. As we look at our 7-day forecast, we'll have a mostly cloudy week with some uninterrupted sunshine tomorrow and next Wednesday. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the high 70s to the mid-90s, peaking there on Saturday, and your low temperatures will be ranging from the low 50s to the mid-60s. I'm Noah Began for News 46 Weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Noah. The Nugget is hosting candidates debate night on May 6th, 7th, and 8th, starting at 6 p.m. each evening. May 6th will be all of the runnings for sheriff. May 7th will be all runnings for 2 commissioner seats. And May 8th will be all the rest, DA, public administrator, county assessor. Any candidates planning on attending needs to call Karen at K9 537-6100. Well, folks, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell, and from everyone up here at News 46, we hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.